The life of a sportsman is often portrayed as glamorous, but for the likes of Lennox Cush, there are many more hardships. Trying to combine a full-time job with playing for your country can be physically and emotionally draining.
The players need to be compensated a little bit more. I think they need to contract a few players and let them start treating players like professional. I think if a player is being treated like a professional, meaning he's being paid properly, contracted, and his life is about cricket, this is his earnings, I think he'll put more into it. But in the case now, it's like you have to balance it with your job and the joy for cricket. Whereas if you're a professional, you need to do professional stuff, act like a professional.
The number of pitches and level of facilities need to be improved, but raising awareness is equally important.
In the area that I work, is predominantly West Indian, so they know me before. But I think if you go into the cooperative America, where mainly Americans would be there, it will be tough, because sometimes people don't even know that cricket exists. They don't even know what cricket is.
The cultural mix of American society is a major advantage in terms of growing the sport, but the overall welfare of the game in the States surely requires indigenous talent too.
It's a difficult question because we haven't seen the other side as yet. But certainly an interesting question, one that makes you stop and think, would we be as successful, or could we be more successful if it included a wider diaspora? Speculatively, one can say, yes, because of the expatriate population being only a small segment of the wider United States population, that clearly our chance of getting sponsorship that appeals to that demographic would be limited. If we were to expand, and we do hope to expand beyond that expatriate diaspora, certainly we will attract a wider cross-section of sponsors because we'll be appealing to a wider demographic. So I would suffice it to say, I think we can appeal to greater sponsorship once we move beyond those boundaries of expatriate communities. And I think we are heading in that direction.
You could drive for a long time without seeing a cricket pitch. But then, you could drive for a long time without seeing anybody. The further south you go, the more remote the landscape, the more insular the perspective. Yet, in Houston, Texas, you'll find perhaps the most passionate, enthusiastic cricket league in the country.
In like mid-80s, we were dying to play cricket here, and there were several people who wanted to play cricket, but then there were no facilities. So we gathered all the talent, and then soon as we went to the newspaper and we announced that we want to play cricket here, we were surprised to know that there are so many players from India, Pakistan, Australia, UK, islands, West Indies. All of these players just emerged, like sunlight. We have all the means. We have people from the entire globe, who are interested in coming here promoting cricket. We have people who can coach. We have talent already existing here, The only thing we need is some support from media, I believe, which really gets people involved. Right now we have started schools. I personally go to schools teaching kids, local American kids, all kind of people. We teach them how to play cricket as a new game. So, we are working from the grassroots level, and that day is not very far when we will see some good cricket.
I think we need coverage. Maybe television coverage, maybe radio coverage initially, maybe some real grounds with seating arrangement, and like a stadium, basically. That's what I would like to see in Houston. That would encourage a lot of people, a lot of spectators. The game will get popularized that way. The way this country is with other games, with football, with basketball, I absolutely have no doubt that U.S. as a country can be a good cricketing nation in the future. Absolutely.
Finding and developing male talent is tough enough. So what about the women? Again, it's the expat community at the forefront, but it's a lonely road.
I talk about cricket all the time. I can talk all day about cricket. I just love it. So anytime I see, someone that might be interested in sports, I throw it in there. Long term, I would just love to see every little kid, just like I did in Sri Lanka, play cricket down the streets, And just like soccer, when soccer first started here, there was not much interest. But then they had the women's team win the World Cup, and it picked up. Now you get it in every school, every club. So if they can get it into the school system, that would be like a great long-term goal and dream, because to just see people play cricket and actually know it and love it like I do.
Women's cricket is going through a real transition.
This is firmly hit. This probably will go all the way. Magnificent blow.
Acceptance, respect and exposure, the watchwords.
Goes leg side again. This could be the first six, hitting with the wind. Yes, it is. Superb batting, excellent over for the Kiwis.
Again, the USA is all about potential.
Right now, as we speak, there are development programs in the West Coast, California, in New York and New Jersey. These two regions have gotten quite a few players who played in the national team and have played before for West Indies and Pakistan. And those groups are certainly going to help encourage a wider cross-section of women participating. So I'm very optimistic about women's cricket.
I think there's great potential here. There's great talent, and cricket is a all-round sport. You got to be good at pretty much everything: agility, speed, and there are a lot of great women athletes here in the States that could cross over very easily if trained properly, and if they were given the opportunity to learn cricket. I think they'll be great at it.
Having a national team to support and be proud of, that's what the American public need. It might be closer than even they realize.